What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is November the 15th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as data points, only thing came out today was retail sales. So right now, the market's trying to digest that, which did come in better than anticipated. So actual 0.4, forecast of 0.3. But it's what Powell said yesterday, data points over the last 48 hours, the market's digesting all of that. And then at the same time, a lot of stocks are still very overbought. So you kind of have that kind of grayness in the broader market. And at the same time, fear and greed index is starting to pull down slightly, meaning people's appetite for risk isn't necessarily there as much as it once was, but futures are kind of signaling today is going to be a little bit more of a red day. NASDAQ down 0.9, S&P down 0.5, and Dow is down 0.33%. So a lot of stocks that are heavily shorted, I feel, are going to be somewhat active today, so including Sofi. No actual news so far today. They did put out a couple pieces yesterday that I've already talked on in the dedicated video, but shorts, 14.58% of the free float is being shorted. Does work out to be 155.28 million shares. So I anticipate shorts to be fairly active and probably trying to break it on a technical level. So the next support level right now is this R1, so $13.12. So that's probably going to be their target, because if it is able to break that, then most likely it could break that $13 mark as well. So in my opinion, I think it is going to trade between this R1 and the pivot today, kind of piggybacking again off the broader market. Moving on to Palantir. Palantir is up this morning because they did announce that they wanted to move off of the New York Stock Exchange to the NASDAQ in anticipation of kind of being on the triple Q. And so that adds an enormous amount of liquidity and many other benefits. So yeah, I think generally that's kind of a good thing. Palantir is definitely thinking outside the box, as what they typically do. Shorts though, it's not heavily shorted. Those that are still lingering have lost a lot. 3.55% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 74.45 million shares. Pre-market shorts are currently increasing around 81,000 shares. So some individuals are rather bold right now, but with it at $60 and change, it is trading between this R2 and this R1. 63.43 is going to be the next strong target. I don't see that being touched, and actually I do feel it kind of came close to that somewhat pre-market. I'll have to double check, but 59.31 is going to be the next strong kind of support. And if anything, I think it's just going to gravitate towards that throughout the day, not break it, but it will kind of gravitate towards that, just piggybacking off of the broader market. Alibaba did have their earnings. Not really much happened. It somewhat was optimistic, had a quick spike, but aside from that, it seems to be just doing nothing. Right now, 3.18% of the free float is being shorted. I know that doesn't seem like much, but shorts have been starting to really get back in to Alibaba. So the low roughly was in January 2024, 1.32%. And so yeah, shorts have tripled their position over the last year. Currently though, pre-market, they are returning 165,000 shares. 62.95% of the free float is being shorted. If you're looking at trading it, with it right now at $90 and change, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 89.99 is going to be a strong support. 95.25 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. Moving on to quantum computing. So I brought this up yesterday. I think it was going up over the last couple of days, largely because of one piece of news. And then as well, this kind of was driving it higher. So the fear and greed index was a lot higher. So people's appetite for risk was on the table. No update today. There was an update, last night. It looks like a 40 million offering. And that is just the worst thing that you could ever see. And I hate companies that do that. That's pretty much like a instant red flag, and they're done in my books, because it shows that the company is taking advantage of kind of the spike, and they realistically do not see it there. So this is why they take advantage and say, hey, we're going to do dilution, and we're going to offer some shares and all that other, so very, very bad look. And in my opinion, at least historically, this is kind of the first nail on the coffin. I could be wrong though, but we'll just have to wait and see. Shorts, though, definitely do feel that it is not justified to be at these levels. They have been starting to really increase quite a lot. As you can kind of see, it went from 3.43% to 5.97%, so just shy of around 100%. So yeah, they definitely don't see it justified. But on a technical level, it is still above all the key points, so no point in really going over that. But tread cautiously with this one. A lot of red flags starting to pop up, and shorts are all over this. So yeah, this one is, I'm bringing it up because there's a lot of abnormal volume, but at the same time, it's not really worth the risk. I don't think there's a lot more upside, at least based on the news. I could be wrong, but usually, like I said, with this, the company offering, it shows that it's not good, that management doesn't see it realistically at that price. Finally, ticker GREE is up 58% because of this news. So I've not known about this company or anything, but it kind of looks juicy a little bit. Maybe there might have been some kind of crazy drama or some stuff like that, but it shows New York Supreme Court rules for Greenidge generation. So yeah, it looks like they are able to now open up their New York facility and continue operations. So like I said, kind of interesting. Sounds very unique. Not enough for me to buy though, but if you did hold it prior to that, then you are in a pretty good position. Still above all the key levels right now. 4.01% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 312,000 shares. So this is kind of what the market does like to squeeze, is just kind of low float stocks. But right now, shorts are starting to increase, 36,000 shares. So they do not feel that this spike up is justified. So this is basically what big money is doing on this fun Friday morning. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, if you do like the channel, want to support the growth, I did launch memberships where it also has access to private Discord for buy signals on stocks and options. Kick-ass kind of trades have been placed on there. So yeah, definitely something to pop over there and take a look at. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.